Good morning, everyone. All right, so I know we've done a lot with the weather. So this afternoon, I will be doing a different kind of class, a little more fun, but I do want to kind of go over what we found out, and kind of why well, sorry, I'm just looking at the weather, why we're skipping program and having a little bit of time off because of this weather warning. So I will say this. I'm going to go over a timeline of things that have happened. But the best thing for people to do right now, because they have so many emergency vehicles that they have out on the out on the road, that they don't really want extra traffic. So Governor Newsom ordered a state of emergency, basically just saying this is some severe weather and could have severe impacts. And Contra Costa County actually is going to get a good chunk of it. So far, things have been kind of off and on, but people are just trying to keep everyone safe. So I'm going to go over the timeline, like I said, of what's gone on and how we got here. And then, like I said, our afternoon class won't have anything to do with the weather. But I want to make sure that if there is anything that you need or you can't or you need to talk to me about or anything like that, please feel free to contact me. I will be around for sure. So the Bay Area Storm Live updates. So NOAA, which is the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Association, is sending hurricane hunters into the storm. So, and this is from San Francisco. It's a trusted news site, so let's go over what's going on. So, an extremely dangerous atmospheric river has moved into the San Francisco Bay Area, and the first round of rain is already causing flooding on roadways and highways around the region. I went out in it yesterday and drove around a bit. I had to pick somebody up actually that was at program to take them, to get home. And and the weather hadn't really done anything. And then when I started driving my car, and of course, my car is kind of little, um, that's when the rain started coming down. That's when the heavy gusts started hitting. I'm like, oh, great. So it happens when I'm driving. Yeah, but I digress. So, so there is flooding going on, and there's potentially a lot more flooding that can go on. So, however, ABC7 meteorologist Drew Tuma says that the first wave won't be the worst of it. The second round, which arrives between 2 p.m. to 9 p.m., will slowly crawl over us with heavy rain, which will make our flooding threat high. So the storm is ranking a level 5 on the exclusive ABC storm impact scale. This is the first level 5 storm in the history of the scale. So this was yesterday, January 4th, 2023. At 3 p.m., NOAA sent hurricane hunters into the storm. So they're going out to check into the atmospheric river right now to gather data on the storm's strength. That was at 2:30. So we're going to go backwards chronologically. So from 3 o'clock p.m. Now we're at 2:30 p.m. Departure and arrival flights grounded at SFO. Departures and arrivals at San Francisco International Airport are grounded due to wind until at least 3 p.m., according to a representative. At 2:15 p.m., several Bay Area counties under state of emergency due to the storm. So right now it says Sonoma, Santa Clara, and San Mateo counties have all declared an emergency. In Contra Costa County, the city of Danville is under a state of emergency. And the city of Watsonville in Santa Cruz County has also declared a state of emergency. So yesterday at 11:15 a.m. is when Governor Newsom declared a state of emergency to support storm response and recovery efforts. So anybody trapped in the storm, anything like that, what are we really going to do for that? So Governor Newsom has issued a state of emergency for California to help with the response and recovery efforts to the large winter storm moving through the state. This will allow California to respond quickly to support local governments, authorities in their ongoing response. So again, this is them freeing up everything as much as they can, trying to get people off the roadways to make sure that everybody can get through everything safely and in an okay state. 11:10 a.m. CHP issues high wind advisory for the Golden Gate Bridge. The California Highway Patrol has issued a high wind advisory for the Golden Gate Bridge. That's all it says. Things kind of redundant. At 10:55 a.m., California officials give an update on level 5 storm. So that's at right around 11. State officials will provide update on the state's response to the impacts to California counties following a strong winter storm. Officials will also discuss the continued efforts the state is making to keep Californians safe. So they're really trying to cut down on any casualties, anybody being hurt or stranded. Just over the weekend, and we talked about before, there have been some people that unfortunately have gotten caught up in it and have had really rough time. So 10 a.m. yesterday, several Bay Area schools announced closures for Wednesday and Thursday. So at first on Tuesday, they said they weren't going to close any schools, but then several schools across the Bay have announced they will be closed either Wednesday or Thursday due to severe storm moving through the area. Here's a look at the closure so far. So Horicon School in Annapolis in Sonoma County closed today, Wednesday, 1/4. The South San Francisco Unified School District closed for Thursday, 1/5. That's today, and classes will resume on Friday, January 6th. Next, San Mateo Foster City School District closed Thursday, and classes will resume on Friday. Pacifica School District closed Thursday, and classes will resume on Friday, so they're also going to be closed today. In Portola Valley School District, all schools will be closed Thursday, and classes will resume on Friday. So that's what happened earlier yesterday morning. It says Crow Canyon Road in San Ramon closed, open to residents only. So San Ramon police say Crow Canyon Road is closed to traffic in both directions between San Ramon and Castro Valley. There is limited access for residents only. 9:30 a.m. CHP issues high wind advisories for the Bay Bridge, San Mateo Bridge, and Dumbarton Bridge. So bridges are really kind of a difficult thing to traverse, especially we've had other storms before that have really kind of rocked the bridge. And so we want to stay careful of that. 8:50 a.m. yesterday, BART warns up to 20-minute system-wide delay due to wet weather. So BART is warning riders that there may be 20-minute delays because, things short out BART's system very easily. And then 8:30 a.m. immediately, basically, as the day started, East Bay Regional Parks District closed through Thursday. So the largest regional park system in the county is closing down because of the strong storm hitting the Bay Area, and just branches and things like that kind of flying off and doing what it does is not always the safest. So they're doing their best to make sure that people are safe. East Bay Regional Parks District has closed down all parks from today through tomorrow. Residents are advised by the park district not to enter the parks. Parks are expected to reopen on Friday after officials assess the weather conditions. For reopenings and more information on East Bay Regional Parks, you can go to their website. And then at 8 a.m., San Francisco was out of sandbags. To have more later yesterday. really didn't catch up until at least the 3 o'clock that I've seen. So that's not good because sandbags really hold back the water. So any flooding or things like that, you want to get sandbags down as soon as possible. And at 7 a.m. yesterday, Marin County activates emergency shelter for unhoused residents. So Marin County activated its severe weather emergency starting Wednesday for people experiencing houselessness in anticipation of more heavy rain hitting the Bay Area this week. The overnight warming shelter is located at the Marin County Health and Wellness Campus, located at, if you care, 3240 Gardner Road in San Rafael. So it's good to know if there's anybody you know that's houseless and they need a place to stay that's living anywhere near there, that is open for everyone. The nearest public transportation to the campus, according to Google Maps, is the bus stop at Bellum Boulevard and Lipscomb Street, which is served by Marin Transit's 580 and 23 routes. Transit's 580 and 23 routes. It's also near the stop at Kerner Boulevard and Larkspur Street, served by Marin's, well, a bunch of different buses. And then 6:30 a.m. yesterday, Danville declares local emergency through January 10th. So Danville's having a really rough time of it. So they're getting hit hard. The city will need to clean up after this weekend's wet weather in order to make sure that everybody's okay and that things are still passable and not impassable. Residents can contact the police if needed, but probably contact their local 9 and not 1-800. So that's what's going on in the Bay Area. And then I also have something to read. I have to go grab it. But, program issued something as well. Well, at least they said they were going to. So I'm going to look at that on my phone and let you know that information. But now we're all up to date. I'm guessing we'll be back in on hopefully Friday, but I'll be out because I have paperwork that day, and I didn't have any paperwork at home. And in fact, when I even went to the office, they told me to leave as soon as I got done dropping off the person that I was picking up. They're like, yeah, get back home because we don't know when this thing's really going to hit. And then it didn't really hit on my drive back home, but it did start raining some more, and people are driving kind of crazy out there for the kind of weather we're in. So let me go and I'll look that up and then give you that information. Of course, like I said, you can always ask me questions about it. Or if you want a copy of it, let me know. I'll email it to somebody so you can have a look. All right. Or I'll just read it to you. So, depending on if there's personal information in there or not. All right. Give me a bit. All right. So, actually, an email hasn't been sent yet. They're still creating it. But Kevin did say that if any of you have any questions, to feel free to contact him about the program, about it opening, or anything like that. So, yeah, be safe out there. And, if you have any questions for me, like I've said, please ask me. If there's anything you need that I can provide, please ask. But again, your phone numbers to call are 311 if there's some sort of a power emergency, something like that. Make sure you're charging again all your phones and things like that. If you have an extra power source, plug it in so that it gets charged when and if we do lose power. As well as your cell phones, you want to make sure they're charged as much as possible and have some other ports that you can charge with as well. Anyway, be safe out there. Hopefully this will pass by Friday. It should. School, like I said, schools are reopening on Friday, so that should mean that we're reopening as well. Okay. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye.